good thing that came out was throwing out the watch. After all of this, the judge decides that
well, it's always been our position, and that the watch has not been any shape or form of bribe in any way whatsoever. I think the proof has always shown that, and it's something we fought hard over this entire time, and consider that final victory regarding that watch.
You kept bringing up the fact that they were bringing up intimidation, and you had concerns about why that kept showing up when he was not found guilty of that.
Well, it's always been our position, especially our position argued in court, that Mr. Ford should not be punished for his offenses that he's been acquitted by a jury. Of course, the guideline rules in federal court provide for the judge to be able to look at acquitted conduct in particular situations, and which he did here. And that will probably be one of the issues that we'll look at.
Can you talk about, you were saying in court that you feel that John Ford was singled out because he was John Ford. Can you talk about why?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the question because of the helicopter.
You had, in court you said that you feel that John Ford was singled out because of who he was.
Well, I think our position here has always been that Senator Ford was singled out. The position that we took to trial was that they came looking for Senator Ford, and that's always been our position. I think we articulated that in court. We reiterated that today, and we thought that they were trying to make an example today of because of
have you ever been asked this?
Senator Ford will be appealing. That's my understanding.
You know when he has to report?
Reporting requirements vary from individual to individual. I would assume probably.
And at this point, what is next in as far as procedures are concerned?
Procedures are concerned, he will be given an attorney for appeal. And then at that point, a notice of appeal has to be filed within 10 days of the entering of the judgment. I would assume that Judge Green would enter his judgment today, most likely. There would be 10 days to file a notice at that point.
You were very personal when you were talking with the judge today. It seemed that you felt personal about this. You said that this will change you for the rest of your life.
Well, I don't think that you can be with somebody in a close relationship. Once you get a client that you've been with for 2.5 years to 3 years, day in and day out, I've gotten to know John on an intimate level, on a personal level, as a friend, as a client also. It's hard to not have that somewhat personal after spending that much time with somebody. And when you're in trial, you spend every day, all day and all night with the person.
Michael, what was the toughest part of all this? I mean, you had to sift through so many reams of evidence and videotapes and all of that. But, I mean, what was the toughest strain on you? Was it going through all that?
On me personally?
Yeah.
Probably the trial itself. And why I say that is after I'd have somebody on the witness stand for 4 days straight, and I'd be standing for 8 hours, 10 hours in a given day. Then the government put up a witness for about a couple of hours. I had to get right back up and stand up again. Makes you a little bit tired. So that was probably much stress.
Your client was very contrite in the end. Do you think in hindsight now he should have been more sorry up front, and maybe you shouldn't have even taken this case to trial?
No, I think we proved our point in taking the case to trial. We felt that the government couldn't make their burden of proof on several of the counts. That's why we went to trial. We had two options. We could have pled to the court as charged, or we could have fought the charges in trial. And I think we made the right decision. We obviously did, because 4 of the counts are dismissed at this point, 3 of acquittals and 1 of dismissal.
In hindsight, do you think you should have taken the stand?
I think we made the right decision.
What did Mr. Ford say to you afterward about his reaction to the 5.5 years?
He's obviously upset. I mean, anybody who's facing jail time is upset. But John's a strong man, one of the strongest people I've ever met. And he'll hold his chin up high and he'll keep on fighting.
But how does this affect Nashville and its fighting over there?
I couldn't tell you at this point. It may have some effect on the Nashville case, but as of today, we won't know that for another few days.
You did have a hearing today, though, right?
I had a hearing concerning, or they had a hearing up in Nashville. There was one scheduled for today, and that was moved to September 18th.
What about his children as far as being able to care for his children?
Well, judge, I believe, listened to us as far as the fine goes, so there will be some money that will be available for his children. It obviously will be a difficult task, but as you saw in court, he's got a very strong family, very strong support system, and I believe that they will make every effort to take care of the children.
Yesterday you said that you felt like the media had a lot to do with how the public views John Ford. Can you explain that a little bit?
It's just like I said in court. You know, I never met John Ford until the first day when I met him in jail when he was originally arrested. And I speak with people, and they express a disdain for Mr. Ford, but in expressing so, they can't ever tell me why. And it's all of what they've heard in the media, and I know everybody has a job to do. But seldom through any of these events have you ever heard a positive aspect of John. And I wanted to emphasize those positive aspects of John during the sentencing hearing. And he's a man that's done an incredible amount for the state and county. People make mistakes. A mistake was made here, one which he's going to pay a price for. But I don't think it's fair to take one mistake or one set of mistakes and overlook all the things he's accomplished in his life as a 65-year-old man.
Do you know at this point when he'll actually report to prison?
I do not know at this point.
Will he make a special request to report to a certain prison as other defendants have?
We've requested that he stay here close to Memphis, and we will probably ask a further request to have a place at the campus sometime.
Will it be after the trial in Nashville is completed?
I'm sorry?
Will it be after the case in Nashville is completed?
My guess is there will be an attempt to delay his report until after the Nashville case. I think that matter needs to be taken care of first.
How does a 5-1 sentence impact the trial? How do you balance it?
It could impact it in a number of ways. There may be settlement offers that could affect them. They may not want to pursue the case in Nashville at this point because there's been a jail sentence. So it can affect it in a number of ways.
It will not be handling the appeal, is that right?
Not at this point, no. Any more questions?
There'll be an appeal of the sentence, right?
Correct. Appeal of the sentence and the trial. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate y'all's time.